So last but definitely not least here on our NFL Files, we get to talk about the AFC West in all its glory. And of course, you can't talk about the AFC West without first talking about the team that is the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Last year they won the Super Bowl. They went 14-3 last season. They were one of the powerhouse teams of the AFC. Again this year, they're probably going to be another powerhouse team of the division again this year. More than likely going to win the division easily, the Kansas City Chiefs. Probably going to be one of the top teams in the AFC just to defeat, as they always are. Well, let's just get into this offense and defense. Let's talk about the offense first. I mean, Patrick Mahomes shown last year he doesn't need Tyreek Hill. He doesn't need the star-studded receivers to get the job done, as he won Super Bowl without him. Travis Kelce is still there. I mean, you got Kadarius Toney, that is like one of their speedsters, trying to get that replacement. Tyreek Hill still in Toney. We'll see if that, comes into play here this season. Also have Scantling as well, and Sky Moore here in the receiving corps. Isaiah Pacheco, I think that's how you say his name. I might be saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But, hey, he's getting into his own as a running back. I mean, you still got McKinnon as well there, but, I mean, like, Pacheco's looking like he's really going to be the starter in this Kansas City offense. And he's looking decent. I mean, I gotta say, he looked decent last season when he took over that role. He's gonna try and look decent this season as well, to moving forward. I also think this is the best, probably, offensive line that you're gonna see right now for the Chiefs as well. Joan Tunney, really good offensive lineman. Donovan Smith was actually decent last season. I believe they actually re-upgraded this line, though. I think, didn't they get, I believe they picked up Smith from somewhere. I'm not that sure. Did he play last season? It doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, like, they're getting better just every day, just in general. They're, just rebuilding the line, giving Mahomes time and pocket presence, just to do the job he has to do. And this Chiefs offense is the reason they're even, in the Super Bowl. Because let's be honest, the defensive side of things is a little bit more messy. Now, we got to talk about the defense here. Of course, this is led by the man in the D-tackle position, the nose tackle position, in Chris Jones. Hopefully, they can sign him, and hopefully they can get him back. On ESPN, on the depth chart, they didn't even say he's out or nothing like that. I mean, they're just, they even, didn't put anything in there. He's been going through contract disputes and stuff like that, I believe, with the Chiefs, and hasn't been showing up to practice. So we'll see if Chris Jones actually plays this season or if he just stays put. But of course, they still got Nick Bolton, who's the middle linebacker there, and they also have Justin Reed, who's a really good safety. This team is not bad. It's just like when you think of the Chiefs, you're not really thinking about the defense. This defense is really lackluster, in my opinion. It's more so about the offense keeping up with teams and just overpowering teams, to where the defense just has to do like one good job, one good stop, and it's done for them. So yeah, the defense can still get like good plays and here and there, but like this is not their job. Their job is to just get the one stop and then let the Chiefs offense score rapidly and end the game that way. So yeah, let's get to the Chiefs schedule and see what I predict for them. Alright, so let's talk about the Chiefs schedule. I have them going an average of 13-4. Of course, they're one of the top teams in the AFC, easily going to probably win their division. Ceiling of 15-2 and winning probably the AFC just in general with that record. And a floor of 10-7. Now, even if they have a bad season per se and they lose the teams that they shouldn't be losing to, I don't see them going under 10 wins. Just to be honest with you, the Chiefs are just, too good of a team not to go positive. Like, I'd be even surprised if they go 9-8. That's how, good this team should be. Let's talk about the games they play. Week 1, they beat the Lions on Thursday Night Football. Week 2, they beat the Jaguars, beat the Bears, beat the Jets, beat Minnesota in a close contest. It should be a close contest, and they should win that game, but you never know. Beat the Broncos, beat the Chargers in a close contest in LA, I believe. Lose to the Broncos, their first loss. I'll talk more about the Broncos when we get to them, but I think the Broncos are going to be a decent team this year. They beat the Dolphins, lose to the Eagles in a Super Bowl rematch, beat the Raiders in a close contest in Las Vegas, beat Green Bay, beat Buffalo, they beat New England, they beat the Raiders, they lose to the Bengals, and then they lose to the Chargers, in my opinion. I believe that's in LA, but I'm not that sure. Yeah, so this is a good team. They have a good, like, offense. They have a decent defense that gets the job done. I can see them having a good season this year. 13-4 is, like, gonna be, like, my minimum here of losses. But I can see him going, like, maybe, like, having maybe 3 losses at most. If, you know, I can see him being in between that ceiling and average. Just being honest with you guys. Let's get to our closing thoughts. So, closing thoughts for Kansas City, of course, it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to be one of the best teams in the AFC. They always are. They always will be, probably with Mahomes under their center. Unless Mahomes gets injured, they're not going to be anywhere. Like, they're like the Patriots. They're always going to be there. Well, Patriots are Tom Brady. They're always going to be there. When the Patriots had Brady and Brady was in New England, New England was always a contender for Super Bowl, and that's what the Chiefs are right now, is always the contenders to go back-to-back for Super Bowls and to win Super Bowl for the AFC once again. I don't think they're going to make it to Super Bowl this year. I am a firm believer in them, like, you know, getting the stopgap, because this is such a solid AFC this year. I mean, teams are getting better in the AFC. Like, you don't just have the Bills and Bengals anymore. You also have teams like the Broncos, I think, are going to be decent. The Chargers are getting up there. The Jags are also looking dangerous somewhat, too. And, I mean, you also got the Ravens and Miami and the Jets with Rodgers. It's going to be a tough AFC this season for the Chiefs, but I still think they're going to get the job done in the AFC West and win the AFC West easily. If by chance you do not, then I underestimated the Broncos and Chargers. Yeah. But you know what, guys? I'll talk to you later, because next video we'll talk about those well, not San Diego anymore, those Los Angeles Chargers. The old habits don't die. San Diego, Las Vegas, Oakland. Fuck. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys next video. Please hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. And I'm out. Peace.